He'll tell you all about it.
Thank you,
All
Alec.
right, guys. Thank you. Woo! Appreciate you, Rich. I'm gonna turn this back on real quick. So my story does not involve having any diseases. I promise. A little bit more uplifting. I'll try to raise the vibrations a little bit in this room. I feel like we're a little down, but yeah, guys, this is awesome. Such a cool opportunity. Rich, thank you so much. I've actually always wanted to talk to like a group of people like this. It's the first time I've done it, so you guys get the first honor. I'm just kidding. It's my honor. It's my honor. But I feel like I don't even need this. I'll still hold it a little bit though. Okay, so shout out to Rich, thank you. Also, this is my father. Shout out to my father. Shout out to my grandma. She's 91, guys. She's 91. She's walking around. Beautiful.
And I like to hear about good business.
She's a good supporter. She's a good supporter.
That's grandma.
She watches all my TikTok videos. we're gonna get into social media. Social media is awesome, guys. Everybody here is like, oh, social media. Social media is awesome. I'm doing deals off of social media. It's badass. Okay, so who am I? Who's this 25-year-old kid sitting in front of you, right? Like, Rich brought up a freaking kid. Who is this kid, right? So, I'm 25, full-time wholesaler. I've been wholesaling for a year and a half now. Started October 2020. I'm blessed, changed my life. Little rewind before that, I graduated college in 2019. Went to FAU. Right after that, I'm a big sports guy. I was like, you know what would be freaking cool? I want to work in sports. Like, bro, that's badass, you know? So I'm like, yeah, I'm gonna get a job in sports. So I got a job with a sports team. I was in sales, selling season tickets. Originally, I didn't want to get into sales, but it was the only thing that was hiring. So I'm like, you know what, I'll try sales. Fell in love with sales, right? I did marketing before. Marketing is like, okay, the boss gives you a job. You do the job early, you don't get paid more for doing the job, right? So you have to, you get the task and you have to like strategically extend it out the whole workday. Anybody know what I'm talking about? Right? So you gotta like, they give the job, but if you do like more job, then like you're not getting paid more. So I like sales because it's commission based. I'm a grinder. I freaking grind. And I'm talking about on the phones. But so who am I? I started in sales, in sports sales. I did that 2019, and then going into 2020. And if anybody remembers what happened with COVID, the sports world got shut down, right? Rudy Gobert coughed on a mic, NBA shut down, MLB shut down, opening day didn't happen. If there's no game, who's the first people to go? Salespeople, right? There's nothing to sell. So they let us go. So now April 2020, I'm kind of going through it fast. I plan to talk a little bit more about it, but it's okay. It's okay. So April 2020, I'm now unemployed. I'm living in Miami. I'm trying to figure out like what I want to do. August 2020 comes around. I end up moving back in with my mom. I couldn't afford rent. Miami's expensive. I couldn't afford rent anymore. So now I'm living with my mom at 24. I'm like, goddamn, like what am I doing? You know, like bro, I was just living by myself, like in Miami, like it was badass. And now I'm living with my mom in Coral Springs in a small 2-2 condo. It was a little bit of a downgrade, but it was a blessing. So I'm trying to figure out what I want to do, right? And then my dad's shout out my dad again. My dad works at W2. He buys real estate, so I was exposed to that at an early age. My dad doesn't wholesale though, but he's used his W2 income to buy a rental property every couple of years. So he's been doing it for 12 years. Owns like 7 properties or something.
12, but who's counting?
Yeah, who's counting? So he owns properties. So he's bought from wholesalers. So he's like, you know, Alec, like you like sales. Why don't you try wholesaling? So. August 2020, September 2020 is like my educational period. I consider that when I was learning the business. And then October 2020 is when I start cold calling. So I was living with my mom in her condo, and I'm like, goddamn, like where am I gonna cold call, right? Like small condo, you know, dining room, kitchen, living room, right? Everything is in one. My mom's a teacher. If anybody remembers, if anybody has kids during COVID, you would remember that your kids were, you know, doing homeschool, right? There was no school during COVID, 2020, so my mom's teaching from home. So it's like, okay, my mom's teaching from home, where am I gonna cold call, you know? So I'm like, I could cold call after my mom's done, like after 3:30, I could cold call from 3:30 to 7, but you know, I'm missing out on the beginning part of the day. So what we end up deciding is, and also in the second bedroom, it's just, there's no room. I have all my boxes and stuff. So what we decided to do is, my mom has a little laundry room, and like literally, I'm not even joking, the size of the laundry room is probably like half this table in length and it goes to like here. Like that's how big it was. Laundry machine's right there. We put a white fold-out table right here with like a little office chair in my mom's laundry room. I'm like, I'm gonna cold call here. She's like, no way. I'm like, I'm gonna do it. And so we put the table there, put my computer here, and there's no outlets in the laundry room, right? So we have my computer here, my monitors here, the wires, there's no outlets. The wires are going out the door, like past the living room. Like literally, there's like 3 extension cords, like going through the whole condo. The whole condo, the wires going through the whole thing. And that's literally where I started cold calling. There was no AC in that laundry room, it was nothing. It was terrible. But I would be in that room, no lie, like 10 hours a day, 8 hours a day, 10 hours a day, cold calling. Like I literally sit in that room all day cold calling. So that's kind of where I got started. That was October 2020. I did that for 3 months until I finally closed my first deal in January. So I literally grinded in there. My first deal was a $2,500 assignment. It was $5,000 split at 50-50. And that was my first deal in January. So it took me 3 months of literally just sitting in this laundry room all day, like literally in this laundry room, no AC, like this big. I would just sit in there. I couldn't even like move my chair out. Like it was like this. It was so bad. But like I would sit in that room all day just cold calling. And it took me 3 months to get my first deal, and then I figured out what I was doing. I figured out like how I could cold call, got better at sales, right? It's all sales. And I started scaling up. And the end of 2020, which was my first full year in business, we did just over 300, I think $312,000 in assignment fees. And I finished with 3 virtual assistants that did all my marketing. So it was a good year. I would say that's a brag.
You did 300 grand with 3 VAs?
Yeah, and it was like mostly by myself too. So yeah, I'm blessed. You know, it was a grind. It was a grind. I'm not gonna beat around the bush. Like that shit was hard. You guys can see here. So we're gonna talk about social media. Social media is a cool topic. We're gonna get into it. But yeah, I was on this podcast up here with Brent. He was talking about Brent. I was on that podcast, so I guess I did like 40,000 after I was on that podcast too, which was awesome. I think in total it was like 17 deals or something. But yeah, so who here? So we're gonna talk about 3 main topics, right? 3 main topics. The first, social media is gonna be the bigger topic. The first topic is gonna be wholesaling. Wholesaling changed my life. If you guys are wholesaling, you know how good wholesaling is. If you're just getting started, anybody a new wholesaler? You got some new wholesalers? Okay, cool. Bro, that's awesome. Wholesaling is fucking badass. Like wholesaling is so cool. But it's a grind, right? Like don't think it's like get rich quick. Like that shit's a grind. Like it's so easy to like sit here and like, yeah guys, I fucking closed 300,000 for my mom's laundry room. I moved out midway through, but like guys, like I literally had like anxiety attacks. Like dude, I went through shit. You know, like that was like heavy on my mental health. Real talk. But we're gonna talk about wholesaling. We're gonna talk about systemizing delegation, especially with VAs. I'm super passionate about VAs. If you don't know what a VA is, it's a virtual assistant. And a virtual assistant can be anything. A virtual assistant can be anybody that's not where you are. So there's American virtual assistants, there's Filipino virtual assistants, Indian virtual assistants. I have 5 virtual assistants. Right now I have 8 people, 8 employees. So I have 8 people on my team, and 5 of them are virtual assistants. I'm super passionate about virtual assistants, and we're going to talk about that a little bit, and how you get them, and where you get them, and how to pay them. And the third topic is going to be social media. And I'm super passionate about social media because I just closed a deal off of social media. So who here has Facebook? Okay, everybody has Facebook? Okay, who here has Instagram? Okay, so about like the same amount of people. Some people put their hand up, some people put their hand down. Who here has TikTok? 1 person? Wow. 2 people? Wow, let's go. Let's go. Okay, have you guys posted on TikTok? Yeah. Okay, you posted TikTok? Not really? Okay. So this picture here, right? Why is he posting a picture with checks? I promise it's not to flex. Okay, I'm not trying to flex. Oh, look at me closing deals. This is my boy Chris. Okay, who's Chris? Okay, Chris is somebody who found me on social media, okay? He found my social media. He DM'd me on social media. I actually took a screenshot. Here, let me.
You want me to turn the lights down so you
No,
can
no,
see?
no. Okay, I don't know what I'm doing. Okay, but he DM'd me on social media saying he had a hot lead and he needed help with it. We got on the call that same week. Guys, this was last month. This is fresh. He DM'd me on social media saying he had a hot lead. We went on the appointment to see the house, got it under contract for $270, sold it for $299, and we closed on Monday. And that was a lead that was free for me. I spent $15,000 a month in marketing. Okay, like I spent a lot in marketing, but that lead was free. That was a $30,000 assignment. $30,000 off of social media. Imagine you get one of those every month. What the fuck? Right? Dude, that's crazy. And not only was it his first, oh, I went away.
How much of that 30 did you
It's
get?
out.
Not only, we split it. But you know, like that's crazy. That's crazy. You can make money from social media. And I helped him. Not only was that his first deal, we both made money. And I get DMs like that every day. Guys, I literally put this presentation together yesterday, and all of these DMs were from yesterday. Like I get 3 DMs a day from people saying, I have a hot lead. Right? Like this one right here. Hey, I have a lead. The seller wants 130, ARV 290. Who knows if that's true? Maybe it is. But like, guys, there's so much opportunity on social media. Okay? So like, for example, who here? Okay, so by the way, if you guys want to be on my buyers list, it's right here. It's kind of blurry. Assets by Alec. That's my disposition company. Follow me on socials if you want. But like, who here is like, oh, maybe I want to do a deal with him. You know, it's like he's a wholesaler. I would do a deal with him. But imagine that in scale. Right now, there's 25 people in this room. Okay, if you post a TikTok or an Instagram reel right now, guaranteed you'll get at least 25 views. Okay, that means you can scale this. You can scale the credibility, right? Rich gave me his credibility. I'm standing here in front of you talking. I have the credibility. I have a halo effect talking to you guys, right? And you can scale that en masse with social media, right? When I post a TikTok and I'm getting 20,000, 450,000 views, like that happened. Right? I'm putting that out there. I'm getting credibility on scale. People see that and they want to do business with me because I post on social media, right? Imagine you're fix and flipping a house. You're fix and flipping a house, okay? You're hammering a screw, but you're using a screwdriver to hammer a screw.
Sorry, I was on TikTok. I was gonna post this, I don't know what I'm doing, that's why I invited you. Please continue, I'm sorry.
Tag me in it. Okay, but okay, guys. Imagine you're fix and flipping a house. You're fix and flipping a house, and you're trying to hammer a screw in, but you're using a screwdriver. You're using a screwdriver to hammer the screw in. Okay? There's a hammer right here. There's a hammer right here, but you're not using the hammer. You're using the screwdriver. And hey, why don't you use the hammer? Oh, the hammer's for kids my kids' age. Right? Because that's what you guys think about social media. Oh, that's for kids. You know, oh, that's for my daughters. Right? That's for younger people. But guys, the hammer is free. And the hammer is social media. Okay? Like you can get leads through social media. It's such a powerful tool. Okay, I'm sorry. I'm super passionate about it. It's just credibility on scale. It's credibility on scale. And the secret about social media is you don't have to create content. All you have to do is document content, right? Okay, so I'll give you guys an example, okay? I was on TikTok the other day, and there was a dude posting videos about vending machine business, right? That's kind of cool. I'm like, oh, vending machine? What, you're gonna get $200 a month? What? Maybe I want to do that. And I just like went through all his TikToks, just like listening, watching his shit about vending machines. And then I clicked for me, right? And I'm like, I'm watching this because he's documenting his journey. I'm watching him walk through Costco. Oh yeah, this is a good deal. Oh, okay, hear me stocking the vending machine. I'm sitting there watching him stock a vending machine, right? But why am I doing that? Because he's documenting it, right? People on the outside that aren't in wholesaling, people that aren't in real estate, they want to see what the day-to-day is like, okay? They want to see you fix and flipping the house. They want to see you cold calling. Bro, cold calling videos on YouTube go off. That shit goes off. Bro, people are going viral just like posting like cold calling videos getting yelled at. Like for real. Like that shit's legit. So like people want to see and they want to see you documenting. Like they want to look through the window of your life and see what it looks like to be a wholesaler, to be a real estate investor, to be a developer, to be whatever. You can do anything. I literally followed this person on TikTok that carves like soap. And like, bro, she's kind of famous. Like, dude, people will watch anything. Like anything. Like people want to be educated, okay? Like change your mindset on TikTok from what 12-year-old girls dance on and what people post, you know, dancing videos and whatever. Change your mindset to like this shit's your personal brand. Okay? Like this is legit. Okay? The best opportunity right now in real estate, I would have said low interest rate, but that's untrue. But the best opportunity right now in real estate is honestly social media, right? I'm taking it super seriously. And here's the crazy part. The crazy part about this is all you need to do is just record what you're doing already. That's it. How crazy is that? You literally just record what you're already doing, post that shit on social media, you have a chance to go viral, and you have a chance to have people send you leads, have people want to connect with you, have a halo effect. You have a chance to have the credibility. Right now, there's 23 people in this room. I guarantee if I posted TikTok right now, it would get 23 likes in like a second. Right? I guarantee if you post your first TikTok right now, it would get 23 likes by the end of the day. Right? 23 likes is nothing. There's 23 people in this room. Okay? Like that shit's for real. Like this is real. This is a real opportunity. And like I think people really need to change their mindset on it. It's a real lead source, it's a real lead generation, and it's a real opportunity. So I think I went over everything with that, but yeah, that's kind of how it goes. I really just get DMs every day about this. You know, hey, I want to do business with you. Hey, I want to do business with you. And we're just talking about people wanting to do business with you. We're not even talking about, you know, selling like a mentorship, like he was talking about Brent. We're not talking about that. We're not talking about the affiliate marketing potentials, right? Like you can put your referrals in your social media, and people will see you're posting about them, and you can get affiliate marketing. Like it's unlimited, right? And with NFTs and with crypto and all this stuff coming, the most powerful tool right now isn't just real estate, isn't just owning assets, it's having a personal brand. Having a personal brand is probably the most powerful tool that a human can have right now, because the personal brand means that you have credibility in other sources, right? So, if you guys have any questions about social media, we can answer them after. But I don't know, I feel like I covered everything.
I just posted his speech on TikTok.
Let's see how many views it gets.
I'm not even sure what I was doing.
Don't overthink that, guys.
Exactly. Yeah.
All right, I'm gonna give you guys the 5 hashtags I use on every single video. Literally, hashtag wholesaling, hashtag wholesaling real estate, hashtag wholesaling houses, hashtag real estate investing, hashtag flipping houses. That's it. Don't overthink that, right? And then also for, I mean, we could, I don't know, if you guys have any social media questions, you can feel free to DM me or something. I'm up for it. I'll answer a question now.
Yeah, do you not do like FYP, FY?
Nah, fuck that shit. Like that doesn't work. Because
What's FYP?
no, that's for your pay. Because think about it. Think about this. Think about this. Okay, guys, here's the thing that a lot of people don't understand about social media. Okay? You gotta stick to a niche. Okay? I didn't expect to go so in detail on this, but like let's do it. Like I'm okay. If you guys are okay with it. Are you guys like mad at me for ranting?
Yeah,
everybody looking at Rich like I can't wait social media kid up here. I thought we were talking about real estate.
Keep going, man.
But like guys, I'm probably gonna do 6 figures just off social media deals. Like bro, that's crazy. Bro, okay. I also wanted to talk about wholesaling and what, you have a question? Yeah. I'm down to answer questions.
How much time do you dedicate to it, like per week?
Okay, so I'm a little disappointed in myself. I'm a little disappointed in myself because what time is it? I'm a little mad because this is the first day I haven't posted on TikTok.
Do it now.
You guys want to record a
Do
TikTok?
it live.
Yeah.
I'm down.
Baby.
Okay,
Do it live.
but I record a TikTok every single day. So like, bro, like I use this, like you guys heard me grinding in my friggin' mom's closet, cold calling. I use that same grind mentality on social media, and I've delegated my wholesaling business to a point where now I could spend more time doing this, right? And here's a crazy part, guys. Okay, so right now on TikTok, I don't have a lot of followers, maybe 3,500, 3,500, not a lot. I have 2 videos that went viral. One got like 450, one got like 110. Consistent getting, like I posted 2 days ago, got 20, and like I've been getting, good views for 3,000 followers. But here's the crazy part is I just started my social media journey the first week of March. That means if you guys haven't started on social media, I am standing up here talking to you and I'm only a month and a half ahead of you guys. I'm only a month and a half ahead of you guys. That means you could start right now, in a month and a half, you'll be in the same exact spot I'm in. It's crazy. What's up, bro?
When you say social media, are you talking about TikTok or are you talking
Okay, so
about...
here's the secret about social media, okay? This is the second secret. The first secret was document, not create. People want to see inside the window. They want to see what the day-to-day life is, right? That's documenting. But here's the other thing. I record one TikTok video, and I can regurgitate that content to other platforms, right? Like if you look me up on YouTube, it's just my regurgitated TikTok content. Like that's what it is. If you look on Instagram Reels, it's just regurgitated TikTok content. That's what it is. You can make one video and you can just put that shit out there. Like, bro, Rich, put your shit on TikTok.
Yeah.
But edit that shit though. You don't want it too long. Guys, here's my process when I record a TikTok. I'll answer your question in a second. When I record a TikTok, I usually record it around 60 to 90 seconds. Edit that shit down to 30 seconds. You guys have to realize who you're talking to. You're talking to a bunch of fucking kids that have no attention span, okay? And my ass doesn't have an attention span either, right? I know, I'm self-aware though. But like, guys, edit that shit down, clip it up, Like I'll literally have a 60-second video and I'll clip it down to 30 seconds. What's up?
When you're saying regurgitate, you mean literally just once you've got the edited video, just put it.
Bro, dead ass is the same exact video.
Yeah.
Same exact video. I don't even touch it.
Do you use one of those...
I'm sorry. I'll get to you. No, go ahead. You're the mid-question.
Apps that post it so like all places?
No, I don't. I don't even know if that's a thing. I probably should. I don't. I actually, and here's the crazy part, I don't use any editing software. I literally just record on TikTok, and TikTok has like an editor on the app. Like, I don't use any editing software. But.
Okay, so for example, for Facebook, would you actually pay to advertise, or do you just ask people to share your stuff?
Okay, so I feel like we're talking about different things. So I don't do anything on Facebook. Facebook does have shorts, I think, but I haven't used Facebook. The algorithm is smart enough to push it out, right? I've never asked for any of my friends or family to like look at my content. I literally started my TikTok March 1st with 0 followers. And like, I just consistently posted and now I'm at like mid 3,000s. What's up?
I was just gonna ask, when you make a handle on TikTok, do you want to do your personal name or your
Dude, fuck yeah. You guys, okay guys, stop having like business accounts. Like fuck business accounts, guys. Like you are the business. Like you are the business. You're the real estate guy. You're the mortgage guy. You're the whatever guy. Like you are the business, It's all about personal brand. So like it just market yourself as the guy, right? And you'll be the authority. Like you're the guy, right? Like bro, personal brand is so powerful. Okay, so I think that's mostly everything with social media. Any more social media questions?
I got a question.
Yeah.
Now, can I take the TikTok, like Rich was saying, can I kind of like slide it into Facebook like you can with Instagram?
I don't do a Facebook. I
So
know
you just do TikTok and Instagram.
and YouTube. YouTube has YouTube Shorts. Okay, so here's the difference in the algorithm. Okay, the difference in the algorithms. Okay, so with TikTok, you can make a brand new TikTok right now and have 0 followers, and you could post a TikTok. When you post a TikTok, it doesn't look at your followers. It doesn't look at your following. It doesn't look at your post history. All it does is it looks at that one piece of content and it pushes out that piece of content. Right? And it sees watch time, it sees comment, like watch to comment rate, watch to like rate, rewatch. Like the one video I had that got 450 views, 450,000, it was a 9-second video and the average watch time was 10 seconds, right? TikTok likes that. That's why it went viral, right?
What was it about?
Dude, it was the dumbest video. I'm not even joking. It was the dumbest video. It was literally me putting a lockbox on a house. I'm not even joking. What? You guys want to watch it? Oh, my dad's recording. Sorry. Look me up on TikTok, Alec_Schaal.
What kind of comments did that get?
Mostly comments, people roasting me. Yo, the funniest comments were, yo, bro, now I know your lockbox code. I'm like, okay, what's the address? They didn't know. They didn't know. I'm like, all right, bro, good luck. They're like, yo, I'm gonna break in. I'm like, all right, good luck. Police will be there. You know, good luck. I'm actually, that's the deal we're doing together. Yeah, we're closing a deal together. And doing the beach. But yeah, guys, like, don't overthink that. Okay, so here's the difference in algorithms, okay? Instagram, if you have a brand new Instagram doesn't push out content. Reels do get pushed out, but there's not a lot of interactions between Reels and new followers. TikTok is where it's at. TikTok is where it's at. My YouTube shorts are starting to take off. Like, I got one that got like 12,000 views. They're usually getting around like 400. I always forget to even do them, to be honest. But TikTok is the one you need to take seriously, because TikTok is the one that you can filter from TikTok to Instagram. Because, okay, so with TikTok, you can't control the followers. Like, you don't have, there's not a lot of interactions with your followers. So you need to filter it from TikTok to Instagram, because Instagram is where you can interact with your followers. Because Instagram only shows people that you're following. It doesn't show new content. So that's the main difference. Does that make sense? Am I making sense? Are you guys mad at me? Like, everybody's looking at Rich like, bro, Rich, why'd you invite this guy?
Keep going. I'm taking notes.
I didn't know I was gonna talk so much about social media, but social media is badass. You know, I literally just closed a deal on social media, and I have another deal in New Orleans that I'm gonna close on social media. Bro,
Wait a minute, New Orleans?
Yeah.
What title company are you using?
I'm doing it with like another wholesaler, so like I'm just connecting the dots.
Okay.
You know? Yeah, I'm doing another in Alabama from social media. Guys, it's legit.
So how you doing it? They have the contracts, right? You just giving them advice?
Yeah, so like honestly, some of these people that I'm doing deals with, like we're even buying it with my LLC.
Oh my goodness.
Yeah.
But you're signing though?
Yeah,
Oh, okay.
yeah.
You can use your LLC out of state?
Yeah.
You can?
Yeah, I've done deals with my
I
LLC
thought
in
you had
like
to get
Georgia
an
and stuff.
LLC for that state.
No, I mean it's different every state. I don't know. Any attorneys in here? No. What's up?
I have a question. This is not about social media, but when you connected with that kid,
Yeah.
right? This is all you split it. This is all contracted, right?
Yeah, we had a JV agreement.
What I don't know.
A
What that
joint
is.
venture agreement. So in the joint venture agreement, it was my LLC Schaal Group to pay out. He doesn't have an LLC. Christopher Cruz, blank him out. So yeah.
But this is consigned every.
Yeah, title company had it. Yeah. Everything's legit. But yeah, so me and my boy Chris both made 10 G's. Took that picture on Monday. Like that shit's fresh as fuck. Fresh as fuck.
Amazing.
On my arm?
No, I like the photo. I was on.
Dude, that photo was so hard to take because we didn't have another person. So I literally, you guys know the thing that you put on like your window when you're driving to like hold your phone? Okay, so like I literally took that off my car. I stuck it onto a trash can. I'm not even joking. I stuck it onto a trash can like this. And like I put my phone there, did a 10-second timer. I'm like, yo, bro, come on, go quick. And we took the photo. I'm not even joking. I threw it away after. I got a new one. I'm not even joking like that. Like I was creative as fuck. But yeah, I appreciate that. My arm's looking pretty big in that picture too. But yeah.
What should be my first video? If I was gonna try to do what you're doing, my very first video, 9 seconds, putting on a lockbox?
Yeah.
I don't know, what should I do?
Check out my TikTok content. Like you'll see my first video. My first videos suck. Like they're so bad. Like I wasn't aware that like you had to like look at the camera to be like more authentic. Like I just looked at my screen. So like every video I'm like, hey guys, what's going on? You know, like, I'm like looking down. I'm like, yeah, here's 3 ways to get into real estate. And I'm like, my head's not even in the video. But yeah, it got better over time. Now my videos are good. I think my videos are good. But I think my main difference and why my social media is taking off is like I'm very authentic. Like I don't post like guru shit. You know, I'm not flexing checks. Guru?
Oh, Uber.
Yeah, fuck guru shit. You know, like bro.
You don't show checks neither.
I show checks, but in a learning way. You feel me? To help people. Like I don't flex. If you look at the comments on my TikToks, you'll be like, dude, this guy's so legit. You know, I'm like, yeah, thanks, bro. You know, I get a lot of comments like saying that. You know, it makes me feel good. But yeah, that's social media. Wow, that was supposed to be a small segment. Any other questions on that? Did I cover that in detail? Question? No. Okay. Question.
With the social media within that same content you put, does that create more followers? Are people to start following you and?
Yeah, bro. My Instagram's low-key taking off. So I never really liked social media. right? But now, I don't consume content on social media. I try not to, at least. Like, I actually hate TikTok. Like, I don't use TikTok to consume content. I told you guys that story about the vending machine. That was like a one-off story. I don't look at TikTok. I just make content on TikTok and post it, and then I'm off the app. And also, make sure when you guys post a TikTok, be the first comment and pin your comment. Right? Because it makes people more wanting to interact with you. Okay, imagine you see a TikTok and like there's 0 comments. You don't want to be the first comment. Like, what the fuck? So I'm always the first comment, right? So it'll be like a video. Let's say I do a video about what was a recent video I did? But 3 ways to get into real estate. Just random. And it will be like, are you the first comment would be my comment that I pin would be like, are you starting real estate this year? Right? And now people will be more inclined to comment because they're not the first comment. So yeah, do that. Were you going to ask a question?
That was me. So do you do anything on LinkedIn?
Nah.
No.
Nah, LinkedIn's a little too corporate for me. I don't like LinkedIn. But honestly, LinkedIn is like Facebook 2.0 nowadays, so maybe that's like a slept on opportunity, you know? But I mean, make sure you get your avatar clear, right? I'm really big in avatars. So like, I'm not talking about the blue people or the last airbender, right? I'm talking about like the avatar, right? So in my wholesaling business, my ideal avatar is a tired landlord that doesn't want to own the house anymore. And if I could put that shit on Lockbox, I love it. Not just because I recorded TikTok about it, but just so easy to do showings. But like, that's my ideal avatar. So my ideal avatar for my wholesaling TikToks and my wholesaling social media content is like a newer investor, maybe like a younger guy, but it doesn't have to be younger, that just did maybe his first deal or starting to scale up and do more deals, or just trying to do his first deal and hustling to do his first deal. And was like me and my mom's laundry room grinding, right? And learning the business, right? That's my ideal avatar. So that guy's not usually on LinkedIn. You know what I mean?
Did you call them out and say, hey, like, if you're doing your first deal, I can help you, like, you know, hit me up with a DM or something like that, or you just leave it up to them to make the first move?
Both. You know, if somebody comments, I'll be like, yeah, DM me, bro, I'll help you out. So like, you know, people reach out to me, but it's a little bit of both. You know, I kind of emphasize like, I'll help you do deals, but I don't advertise it like a lot, but.
And what made you choose TikTok? I mean, I've never heard any.
Bro, because the TikTok algorithm is so fucking strong, dude. Like, it's so strong. Like, that's what I'm telling you guys. You could have 0 followers right now. You could post a TikTok and you go viral. Just because the TikTok algorithm doesn't look at your followers, it looks at your content. Where Instagram looks at your followers and that's who it pushes it out to. YouTube, 50-50, but it's good to have followers on YouTube, but TikTok doesn't look at that shit. TikTok just looks at your content, right? That's how I grew. That's how I grew.
Is that why you started TikTok, or was it just, let me try TikTok? Like,
Yeah, for sure. I was like, you know what, fuck it. Like, I'll just post on this shit consistently. Dude, if you post on TikTok consistently for a month, then like, and that shit doesn't work, then like, okay, maybe it doesn't work. Maybe your content's bad or something. But like, I guarantee if you post on TikTok for a month, like, you'll get results.
So once you go on TikTok, then they have to follow you on Twitter. I'm illiterate with this stuff. So.
Sure, I don't even have Twitter, to be honest with you. So the goal with the TikTok is like, think of it like a wholesaling business, right? So we have lead generation, right? And then it goes to, you know, follow up, and then it goes to close deals, and then it goes to us making money, right? That's a wholesale transaction. So I kind of think of it similar in social media aspect, where TikTok is my lead generation to building a personal brand, and then I filter that to Instagram and to other social media platforms, where then I can be known on all platforms. Bro, like, people that should not be reaching out to me are reaching out to me. Like, bro, Rich does way more deals than me. Like, I'm hoping I can do $1 million in assignments this year. Like, that's my goal, 7 figures. We're on track to maybe hit it. But like, I'm nobody, right? There's way bigger hitters in this room. I'm nobody. But like, there's people reaching out to me that are big. Like, I have like masterminds reaching out to me. Yo, bro, I saw your TikTok content. It's really cool. Like, I have like really big hitters reaching out to me, right? It's crazy, bro. Like, that shit's a credibility. That's it. Imagine you're looking for like a new chiropractor, right? You're gonna look on like Google Maps, right? Like reviews are like the new resume, right? And if you're looking for like somebody to follow and somebody to learn from and somebody to buy their course, somebody to buy their mentorship and stuff like that, like, social media is your resume. So you need to take that seriously. Like, that shit's your resume. Like, Think about it. Like you look me up on TikTok and you're like, okay, like he has a solid TikTok following. I'm nobody. Let's have this meetup in like 2 months. And I'm gonna be freaking way bigger than this. Like this is just the infancy, right? But like that's your resume. Like that makes people want to do business with you because they see that. Anybody bored? I'm sorry.
No.
Was this good? You guys like that? Wow. I thought I was gonna talk about wholesaling. Yeah, make sure you post every day. Bro, feel free to reach out to me. Anybody want my phone number? You guys can text me.
Okay, we're gonna network after the event. You guys can stay and get his number. We got the room till like 11 o'clock at night.
I won't keep you guys till 11, I
You don't
promise.
have to stay till 11, but we have the room till 11. Anybody wants to stay?
Yeah, I mean, feel free, if you don't get my number, follow me on Instagram, DM me. We can connect for sure. Oh, show. But yeah, bro, it's fucking badass. I love social media. All right, let's talk wholesaling. Wholesaling is awesome. Wholesaling changed my life. Wholesaling is so cool. Wholesaling is a grind. It's not easy. Don't think it's easy just because it's simple. It's not. That shit's hard as fuck. But it's a really good business. And just make sure that you treat it like a business day one, right? You don't want to go into wholesaling thinking it's like a hobby, right? When people say like, oh, I did my first deal and my like brain rewired. Oh, as soon as you do your first real estate deal, like your just brain changes. Like that happened to me on my first cold call. Like as soon as I did my first cold call, I already closed my first deal, right? Going with that mindset. And like sales wise, you'll figure it out. I think you build like a lot of skills while you're cold calling, like a lot, like how to talk to sellers and stuff. And then we'll go into systems and delegation. So I've systematized my business to an extent where I'm happy with my business, but I'm still working in my business. So I have 5 virtual assistants. I have 1 American who drives for me. I have 1 American who does my social media, and I have 1 acquisition manager who is me. I am on payroll, so I count myself as an employee. But I have 3 cold callers. 1 does cold calling and texting. That's my lead generation. Guys, I'm gonna do 7 figures this year just from cold calling and texting. Like, don't overthink that. Like, people are like, oh, I gotta do PPC, I gotta do SEO, I gotta get all these fancy systems and shit. Like, I'm gonna do $1 million in real estate deals just from cold calling and texting. That's crazy. That's crazy. Don't overthink it. That shit's still alive. You just gotta be a little bit more creative. So I have 3 VAs. They handle all my marketing, lead generation, cold calling, texting. I have 1 VA that does she's my lead manager. So what's a lead manager? When a lead comes from cold calling and texting, goes to my lead manager. My lead manager is then the one that has the first contact point with that lead, and then it is then the one that does the cold lead follow-up. I used to make 70 to 80 follow-up calls a day, right? I had no time. I promoted one of my cold callers to lead manager. It was the best thing I ever did. That was such a good hire. And she does all my cold lead follow-up. She does all of that. It's awesome. I don't have to work as much as I used to. I have 1 Indian VA, my boy Abhishek. He's out of India, and he does all my admin. That was a great hire too, because I am like a textbook visionary. If anybody read Rocket Fuel, I am a textbook visionary. I hate back-end shit. I hate it. And he does all my like admin stuff. He does all my KPIs. He does all my list polling. He does all of that. The best part about entrepreneurship and wholesaling is like it's not a 9 to 5. With a 9 to 5, your boss gives you a job, you have to do that shit. With wholesaling and being a business owner and being an entrepreneur, you don't like something, you can outsource that shit to a VA and pay him $5 an hour. I pay my VAs $5 to $7 an hour. I can get 2 to 3 VAs for the price of 1 American. It's crazy.
How do you pay them?
I pay them through TransferWise. I think it's called Wise now.
It's called Wise now.
Yeah, it's called Wise now. Yeah, wise.com, WISE.com. That's how I pay my VAs. I get them through Upwork.
Where do you find these people?
Get them through Upwork. So there's 3 ways you can get VA. There's 3 ways you can get a VA, okay? The first way is you can pay a VA company, okay? What is a VA company? It's a company that has VAs in-house, and you pay them to essentially lease their VAs. That VA is not yours, but they train the VA and you're hands off. Usually it's a little bit more expensive. Sometimes it's not. That's the first way to get a VA, is essentially leasing a VA through a VA company, and they train them and they source the VA. The second way to get a VA is going on Upwork, That's how I got, well, most of my VAs came from Upwork. I got one from Fiverr, but going on Upwork, Fiverr, and all that stuff, and getting a VA like that, putting out the job ad, doing the interviews, and all of that. The third way to get a VA, and this is how I got my VAs, but they got it through Upwork. The third way to get a VA is just like a staffing agency, right? So you know how like corporate jobs, like they have like recruiters, right? Like they have like company recruiters and they like recruit people. Like you can do the same thing for VAs. So like I pay them like $500 to $1,000 and they hire the VA for me and they have a warranty on the VA. Like if the VA quits, they'll give me a new one in 90 days. So like that's how I hired my VAs. I was just hands off.
One more question. How about the leads? Where do you get the leads?
I think a lot of people don't understand what leads are, and I'm not calling you out or anything. But in my opinion, a lead is somebody that raised their hand and said they want to sell, right? So we get leads through cold calling and texting and referrals now, right? But we get our list to cold call. I'm very easy. I've actually never pulled a county list before. I don't know how. You said you would teach me, you still haven't taught me. Still hasn't taught me.
It's all out there.
But I don't know how to pull a county list. Literally, all my data comes from batch leads. I pull 25,000 records a month from batch leads, and I pull 10,000 leads from PropStream. So I'm pulling 35,000 leads a month, and I'm also pulling 1,000 from Driving for Dollars. I pay a girl $25 an hour to drive for dollars for me. It's crazy. She drives around, she adds dummy houses to a list, okay? So 36,000 leads, paying 10 cents a skip trace, so about 3,600, usually less than that because some of them we've already skip traced, and that's who we're cold calling every month. Did that answer your question? Yes. Yeah, I'm very easy. Like, I am not a smart guy. Like, there are so many people in here smarter than me. I've just stumbled my way through.
What kind of leads? Just general, like, neighborhoods, or are you looking for specific motivated seller groups?
So my favorite seller is the tired landlord. I love the tired landlord seller. Like, I love those sellers, but we don't limit ourselves to that.
So you're buying eviction liens?
I don't know how to do that. I mean, I've gotten vacant leads and stuff like that.
So you're talking like absentee, it's just absentee?
Yeah, absentee, I made over $500,000 doing absentee. Like, why change it up?
Do you mail LLCs or companies? Or
Yeah, okay guys, honestly, I've seen people make this big mistake, and I literally just closed a deal from an LLC owner. Like, pull LLC leads too, and like skip trace them, and like there's like maybe like a 50% chance that you could skip trace the LLC and get a real phone number. But like I'm doing deals from LLC owners and like corporation owners and stuff. Like those are real like sellers too. And then also, if you're cold calling, make sure you're asking these people if they have other properties or land they're looking to sell, and also ask them if they're buyers. Like I probably have like 3,000 people on my buyers list. Maybe 500 to 1,000 came from us cold calling sellers and them turning out to be buyers. Especially with absentee. Absentee is already somebody that owns another property, right? What's an absentee lead? It's somebody that owns the property but lives somewhere else. Maybe that's a landlord. Now they're a buyer. I've done deals with people that we've cold called to be sellers. I've gone to meetups. I've really built relationship. My probate attorney is somebody we cold called. My VA cold called my probate attorney, and now she's my go-to probate attorney. We cold called her to buy her house, right? You never know who you're gonna talk to. But yeah, milk every lead you can get.
What was your first hire, like as you started to make money and you decided you wanted to start to scale?
Yeah, so I think as a wholesaler and as an entrepreneur and as a business owner, you should only be doing tasks that make you money. Right? So you need to figure out, and to delegate, you need to write down everything you're doing, right? And figure out what tasks you're doing that aren't making you money and what tasks you hate doing, right? So, and then there's low income money making and high income money making. So the first hire I did was a cold caller, and of course cold calling is making me money, but that's a low income money making activity, right? So I outsourced that to begin with, and then I outsourced pulling KPIs and stuff. But like I did an audit of like everything I was doing, and like I was like, okay, I outsource that. Like I hate doing this. Like what's the shit that I hate doing? And now honestly, that's turning into follow-up calls. I don't enjoy it anymore. I'm gonna outsource it pretty soon to a VA.
So did you notice when you stopped doing everything, because like you're the superstar, right? And you delegated to people who really don't have the knowledge or skills you have. They may be trained well, but did you notice a decline in your?
Bro, for sure, dude. Nobody's gonna be as good as you. Nobody's gonna be as good as anybody in this room. You guys are all fucking killers in this room. Nobody's gonna be as good as you. No employee is gonna be as good as you. No VA is gonna, especially VA. No VA is gonna be as good as you. So you just have to come to grasps that nobody you hire is gonna be 100% you. Max will be 80% you. And I promise, my cold callers, my cold callers are my employees. I train my cold callers 3 times a week. And I'm not a sales guru. I'm good at sales. I know I am. I'm good at sales, right? I train my VAs 3 times a week in sales, and they're still learning, right? Like they're maybe 70 to 80% as good as me. Nobody's gonna be as good as you. You just have to come to grasp with that. That's called building a business, right? If you want them to be as good as you, you'll never be able to scale. You'll never turn it in from a side hobby, from a side hustle into a business, right? And everybody here is in this room because you want to get financial freedom through real estate or through some other means. So you gotta turn that shit into a business ASAP. You gotta figure out how you can delegate that shit ASAP. Because if you can delegate it early on, then you'll get into the habit of doing that, right? I hired my first VA cold caller 6 months in. I haven't cold called since March of 2021. A year and a month. I haven't cold called in a year and a month. And I only have cold callers.
So you do what? You do warm leads? Like what do you mean?
Yeah, I only talk to hot leads.
Hot leads. Yeah,
I only talk to hot leads.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I do hot leads, I do disposition.
Nice.
Eventually I'm gonna outsource disposition. I hate disposition. I hate it, but I love it.
this, bro.
My wife loves dispo.
Sorry, your deal.
How do you train your people? You said you train them 3 times a week?
I train my people Monday, Wednesday, Friday at 9 a.m. And Tuesday and Thursday I go for a run in the morning instead of training them.
How did you?
And what do you do? Well, hold on a second. How do you train them? You send them videos or?
No, so with cold calling, it's easy to train, right? Cold calling is easy to train because we just do call reviews.
Call reviews?
Yeah, call reviews. And I have like a folder of like really good calls. So like when my VA fucking kills it on a phone call, I save that shit into a folder and I send those to new hires and I go, this is what it should sound like.
I do the same thing.
Yeah. Dude, like training cold callers is like way easier than people think. It's also very hard, right? I actually hate hiring VA cold callers that had real estate experience. My last VA cold caller had real estate experience, and I don't know who the fuck hired him before, but that script he used sucked. And he was in the habit of using it, and it pissed me off. Literally, his script was, hello, hey, Rich?
Oh.
Hey, no, wait, we don't have to roleplay. We don't have to
we're gonna
roleplay.
do role. I was hoping you would do that. You
Okay.
guys mind if we roll? I wanna hear the script.
guys,
I wanna hear the
guys-
script. Come on.
This was my most recent, no, this was my second most recent cold caller script. Hey, Rich?
Yes, hello, this is Rich.
Hey, Rich, this is Jerome.
Jerome, okay.
Hey, Rich, do you have 5 minutes to talk? Do you have time to talk?
How'd you get my number?
Can we talk? Do you have 5 minutes? He would like, okay,
Who are you?
yeah, and then, oh, my name is Jerome. Like it was so, we did a terrible job. That was so bad. But like, bro, my VA cold caller would like ask for permission to cold call. It pissed me off. I'm like, dude, stop asking for permission. This is what a good
Tell me
cold
what
call
the
should
script
sound
sounds
like.
like.
Hey, Rich?
Hello, yes?
Or it'll be like, restart. I like to, when you're cold calling, you want to change it from a question mark to an exclamation point, right? Because if somebody's calling you, if your boy or your friend is calling you, they're not going to say, hey, Rich, right? Your friend doesn't say that. They're, hey, Rich. When I call you, hey, Rich, what's going on?
Hey,
right?
yeah, we're
Okay,
good.
so I'm
What's
cold
happening?
calling you. Hey, Rich.
Yeah.
Hey, Rich, this is,
Yeah.
hey, this is Alec.
Yeah. Hey, Alec, what's up?
Yeah, exactly.
Do I know you?
You come back with the energy. No, hey, sorry about the random call. I was actually just reaching out about your property on whatever street. Condense the address. Don't say the whole street, right? Your friend's not gonna say the whole fucking street. Like 123 Main Street in Fort Lauderdale, Florida, 33061. Right? Like, dude, fuck that shit. Hey, Rich, this is Alex. Hey, I'm just calling about your house on 123.
Oh, yeah, that's my
Okay,
house.
cool. Yeah, we just want to see if you consider an offer. Is that something you thought about selling at all? No?
Not
Okay,
really.
perfect. Next call.
I
Don't
just
waste
said
your
not
time.
Really, he's already hanging up.
Don't waste your time, right?
I like that though, yeah.
No, but like, let's say you said no.
Get rid of him.
Right, let's say you said no. But like, that's how it looks. And like, my VA cold caller, like whoever trained him before, he would ask for permission, bro, and it pissed me off. I'm like, dude, stop asking for permission. Just fucking assume the sale. Like, assume that the person wants to talk to you, right? Assume that shit. What's up?
So,
when you're starting to scale, at what point, like, how did you budget, you know, because you talk about, all right, you're spending $3,500 a month for skip tracing, you got employees, you got overhead.
Yeah.
Like, at what level of, like, cash saved up, or at what level of, like, comfortability did you decide, all right, I'm gonna, you know, spend $5,000-$10,000 a month on a new business venture?
Dude, I have never been comfortable once. Like, I literally, last month I was hemorrhaging money. I was hemorrhaging money last month. I over leveraged. I've just been doing shit. And then I closed, you know, like $30,000 in deals like a couple weeks later. So like, bro, I'm never comfortable. Like, I never have money. Like, that shit just gets reinvested in my business, reinvested in real estate. I'm finally owning real estate, buying my first rental right now in St. Louis. So that's pretty cool. It's a creative deal, subject to and creative finance, or subject to and seller finance. We're buying a $250,000 house for $3,000 down, which is crazy. $3,000.
Wow.
Yeah, and then we're taking over his mortgage and we're making payments on the rest of his sale price. But yeah, like I've never been comfortable, and I think that's just entrepreneurship, right? Like, you shouldn't be comfortable, you know, like you should, and especially when I am comfortable, like I get lazy, bro. Like, when I'm comfortable, I get lazy as fuck. And like, I'm like, oh, you know, I have like 50 G's sitting in my bank account, I could take a day off. Like, fuck that shit.
So what does hemorrhaging money look like? You're spending money on leads and employees, and you're not getting the money from the deals?
Yeah, I mean, bro, like, sometimes I only close like 1 to 2 deals a month, right? Like, I'm in a lawsuit right now, right? I was supposed to make $25,000 on a wholesale, and the seller backed out the day before closing. And now I'm in a lawsuit, I'm suing him, right? And like, I needed that money. I was counting on it, you know? So like, shit happens, bro. That's entrepreneurship. That's why you guys want cash flow, right? It gives you a nice little safety net.
So how do you follow up with these leads? Like, you get a cold lead, no, I'm not interested in selling, it goes in your CRM.
Nah, fuck that shit. Only people that raise their hand go into the CRM. Only people that raise their hand go into the CRM. If you're not raising your hand, we don't want to follow up with you, you know?
Never?
So
You just throw the lead away? Like,
we'll call it again.
and like, that's what I'm saying, like, it's 6
Yeah,
months.
yeah. So, I mean, like, bro, we just have so much data. So I have like over 300,000 records skip traced, you know? So it's hard to like micromanage like each one like that. But yeah, I mean, like, let's say you're on like an absentee list and we cold called you, and then now I'm doing like a stacked list. What's a stacked list? A lead that's on multiple lists, right? Those are good leads, right? So let's say it's on an absentee, it's on a vacant, and it's on a pre-foreclosure. I'm like, okay, VAs, hey, I want Marifel, that's one of my VAs. Marifel, I want you to, you know, focus on this stacked list of 3 targeted campaigns. That absentee list, the absentee guy that said no when we cold called him because we cold called the absentee campaign, well, he's on that campaign, right? So everybody goes back in the circle. We do have a company DNC list where somebody's like fucking trying to like sue us or like, you know, really rattled. We'll put them on like the company DNC and we won't market to them anymore. But otherwise, you know, we cold call everybody multiple times, but people in the CRM are only qualified leads.
Can I ask you a technical question?
Yeah, let's do it.
So, all right, so when you skip your list and you format your list and you put it into your caller, obviously it's integrated with your CRM. So they're on the call, right? They're making the call and they're calling Alex. So Alex's name pops up, Alex's addresses pop up, and then you have certain buttons like hot, warm, cold, and that will transmute that lead into your CRM.
Exactly, yeah. So I have different dispositions for each call, right? So it'd be like no answer. So when we cold call somebody, we can choose the disposition of the lead, right? So that'd be like no answer, DNC, which is like somebody that really got mad. I don't want to get sued. I know people that got sued for cold calling, right? If they're on a DNC list, it's a gray area, whatever. We still market to them. But yeah, like DNC, like we hang up immediately, put them on DNC if they're trying to like report us or something. But yeah, no answer. Yes, interested is one of my dispositions. Maybe in the future, you know, buyer is one of my dispositions, right? I told you guys I'm getting a lot of buyers from cold calling absentee lists. I got a probate attorney from cold calling absentee lists. So like, you know, there's people in there. But yeah, we mark each disposition. Did I answer your question?
Yeah.
Okay.
What dialer do you use?
Batch dialer. I'm all in batch. Yeah, if you guys don't know what batch is.
CRM and batch?
No, I use a CRM called Investor Fuse.
Do they integrate?
Yeah, everything integrates nowadays because basically we have a website called Zapier, right? And basically what Zapier does is it sends a lead from like one website to the other. So like when somebody does the disposition that we want, the Zapier sends it to my CRM. So everything is like automated.
Did you have to upload lists in your CRM too? Because when I used to do it, I had to put the list in.
No, the CRM gets no uploaded lists. The CRM only gets leads from my marketing.
So it literally creates a new lead?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
That's cool. And you said you bought your CRM?
I pay like $250 a month for my
But
CRM.
did you program it that way to bring it from
Yes.
batch into creating
Yes.
leads? Okay.
Yes.
Has your company, company now making you register? I know they're making me register my business and everything on there.
On texting?
Yeah.
Bro, I've gotten banned from texting 3 times, dude. And one time I got banned for a month. I keep getting back though. I keep getting back. They hate me. But I keep getting back. But yeah, I mean, I've been struggling with that.
Who are you talking about as banning? You talking about the carrier?
Yeah, all the carriers. Yeah.
So how do you have to just switch carrier?
Yeah, pretty much. There's ways that you can do it. So like, it's called a 10 DLC, and you want to register that with your LLC. If you haven't done that yet, definitely do that. But yeah, texting is getting tough now, guys. It's really getting tough.
How so? Like they're blocking?
Yeah, they're limiting it a lot, and it's getting more expensive too. They're raising the prices on
I'm
each
gonna say
message.
something, I'm not cutting into your time here. I used to get banned texting, you use these target words like sell, owner, offer, investor. I registered 10 DLC, which you have to give them your EIN number for your LLC. Ever since I did that, my open rate is high, my response rate is high. I don't use any of those words about investor, cash offer, and I changed my
So the
script.
goal with texting, if anybody's looking into getting in texting marketing, the goal is to ask a very generic
Yes.
first question, right? So an example of that would be, hey, and it fills in the first name. Hey, John, did you get my postcard? Right, what postcard? Okay, hey, my name is Alec, just want to see if you consider an all cash offer on your property. You know, like all the tag. But like, soon as you're in the door, right? Imagine like texting is like a door, right? You need to get into the door, right? But the door has a guard, right? There's a freaking bouncer there. Okay? As soon as you get past the bouncer, then you can send them whatever the fuck you want. But you need to get past that bouncer, right? And the bouncer says, no hot words like property, like sale, like cash. Those are targeted words, right? So it's very generic, right? So like as soon as you get past that bouncer, then you're in. You can send them whatever you want, but you just need to get past that bouncer.
And then they can just reply back stop if they don't want to get.
Oh yeah. Twilio's they're really big on that. So as soon as you text me, like every single message that we send has a text end to end, text stop to stop. You text stop, you're done. Yeah. Oh yeah. I am not texting you ever again. Yeah.
When people call you from the text messages, how do you handle those? Like, do you pick
No. That's something I've kind of neglected, to be honest. It just goes straight to a voicemail, and I just listen to the voicemails. My VA listens to the voicemails. So, you know, maybe we're missing out on deals, not live answering, but I remember when I was texting, so I like to do shit before I delegate it, right? Because I like to be good at it. So like I cold called for 6 months before I delegated it. I texted for 2 months before I delegated it. And I was live answering the texting callbacks, and like, bro, it was just people bitching at me. I'm like, dude, fuck that. So now it just goes straight to a voicemail.
You said your skip trace was 10 cents per trace?
Yeah, I use batch. I skip trace in volume, so they give me, like, it's a discount, you know?
What's the hit rate? Like, how many of them are the actual ones?
It depends on the list. So like a driving for dollars list would probably be lower, but like a normal list, like let's say I pull an absentee Palm Beach list, like that shit's gonna be like 85 on the low.
Really?
Yeah, 85% on the low end. Usually 80, like 90-ish.
They still charge you 10 cents per trace?
Yeah, it's 10 cents per hit.
So it's about a hit? So
Yeah, it's about a hit. Yeah, they don't charge you. But what I recently started doing is like, I got all the leads that weren't hit before, and I re-skipped them, and we actually got some more hits, so it's interesting. You have a question? No?
I was just saying, so it's per number, so it doesn't have to actually be the owner's number?
Per number, yeah. I mean, bro, like,
How many of them actually the owner's number?
dude, like, we've cold called people that, like, we would skip trace, and, like, sometimes it would be, like, a Wendy's, you know? It would be like, hey, this is Wendy's. I'm like, I don't think this is John. Yeah, bro, that's what I'm saying. That's what I'm saying. Usually those are like the later phone numbers. But yeah, I remember when I used to cold call, like I would be calling like Home Depot and shit sometimes, you know, like they work there or something, and it's just like, I don't know how it does it, but yeah, that happens.
What's your KPI on like texting to cold calling? Which one is generating?
Dude, texting is tough. Like we're doing maybe one texting deal every like 2 to 3 months, but it's usually a big deal. Like my average texting deal is like in the 30,000s.
Oh, wow.
They're usually big deals. Like I just closed the texting deals at 23,000. No, yeah, 23,000, which kind of contradicts what I just said. But yeah, texting deals are usually good because it's more motivation. But bro, we're not getting a lot of texting leads. Like we get maybe like 2 leads a month, but they're usually really good leads. I filtered a lot. Cold calling, we're getting. So on average, my VA will bring in 3 cold calling leads a day. So we're getting around 25 to 35 cold calling leads a week.
These are warm leads. Like
Yeah, these are warm-ish leads. You know, cold calling naturally the leads are colder, right? Because you're still reaching out to them. Outbound marketing, it's always gonna be colder leads than inbound marketing. But yeah.
And what's the competition look like? Are your sellers like you're the 9th person to call?
Bro, every single time, dude. I tell my VAs, whenever you're cold calling, 5 people called before you and 5 people are gonna call after you that same day. If you guys own property, like my dad owns property, and sometimes I get cold calls from his properties. I know my grandma got them before too. She's like, yeah, she told me before.
So how are you overcoming that kind of competition?
Dude, I will fucking outwork anybody, bro. Like I just like that. Like I just integrate that. Like my VAs are like miniature me's. You know what I mean? And then like, bro, you guys heard my story. Like I was grinding in my mom's closet. Like everywhere I've been a top sales. Like every job I had, I've been top salesman. Like bro, I just fucking grind. Like I just outwork people. Like that's it. And like this is dude, it's a competitive market, bro. I got my ass kicked on an appointment the other day. Got my ass kicked. I walked. You guys want to hear the story?
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay. So the seller goes, okay, I have another buyer coming at 10 a.m. I'm like, okay, perfect. I'll come at 11 and I'll be your buyer. She's like, okay. So I pull up to the house at 11, right? Knock on the door, and the grandson opens it, right? Like a little kid opens it. I walk in the house. I look to the right, the dining room table. The seller's sitting there, and there's the other wholesaler sitting there, and the seller has a pen in her hand, and the contract is on the table. I walk into that. I'm like, what the fuck? Right? I'm like, what? And like, literally, I walk in a second later, she's signing it. Like, that's how crazy the timing was. I'm like, what's going on? And she's like, oh, I was about to sign it. I'm like, what? Like, I was gonna come, right? And bro, this kid is attacking me. I walk into this house, you know, kid's like, who's this guy? I thought I was your buyer. Who's this guy? I'm like, what's going on? I was getting punched, bro. And then the kid's like, this is a young kid. Does he even have business cards? This is a young kid. I'm like, bro, what's going on, dude? And bro, it was so overwhelming. And I didn't end up getting that deal. She ended up signing with the other buyer. I left like a dog with a tail between its legs. It was bad. I actually drove home in silence after that. It was so embarrassing. I got my ass kicked. I DM'd him after on Instagram. I think he blocked me. He blocked me. Like,
The TikTok video we make, we reach back out to him. Like one of us does.
bro, that's my and my boy works for them too. It's Bobby buys houses.
Oh, yeah.
Oh.
Adrian Lamas?
Yeah, my boy
No,
Adrian.
not Adrian.
I told you that story at Miller's. Yeah, this guy, their acquisition guy named Alex. Yeah. If you guys know, dude, literally got my ass kicked, bro. Like it was so bad. Like I was like shaking low key. And like I think I'm pretty good at sales. Got destroyed.
So you say you're bringing like 20 warm leads a week. How many deals do you get in a month? Like
We're doing 1 to 3 deals a month.
1 to 3.
But like the average follow up on a deal is 3 months.
Right.
So like I'll get a lead today, and it's probably not going to close until like July, or not even close, get under contract.
So you gotta touch them like another few times.
Bro, a lot. You're asking how do you beat competition? By like insane follow up game. Bro, we are fanatical in my business. Like we are freaking killers in follow up.
How do you follow up with them so we're not asking the same question? Like, are you ready?
I build rapport, right? So it's like I'm not even following up about the house at some points. How are you feeling? Okay, cool. Anything new about the house? No? Okay. Hey, how you feeling? Oh, you feeling better? You sound good. Oh, cool. Okay. Anything new about the house? No, not yet. Okay. Hey, anything? Yeah, that's it.
Will you go meet with them before they're like extra motivated?
I try to. Sometimes it's unseen. You know, I've actually lost deals I came to this realization a few months ago. I've missed out on deals because like I push for the appointment instead of just like trying to do it unseen, where then the seller sells it to another wholesaler unseen. And I'm like, damn, like that was my deal. There's no loyalty with sellers. Like, bro, I've had sellers save my number in their phone. They'll have my number in their phone, Alec Buyer, and they'll sell it to somebody else. And they won't even tell me. So you gotta be crazy with the follow-up. Like, you gotta be insane with the follow-up. Any other questions?
Question. You said you had 5 cold callers?
Yeah.
And you only get 25 leads a week with 5 cold callers?
See you guys. Call
You
me
get
out.
25 leads a week with 5 cold callers?
Yeah, well, we get like 35-ish, usually on average.
That's not total leads, that's just good leads.
That's total. They're not, usually not all of them are good.
Wow.
Yeah, but
So,
we're,
so how many calls per week? You track your calls per week?
yeah, so I mean, bro, I don't really track calls per week. I track like worked hours more so. So like, it's just like how much are you working?
I track hours too.
Yeah.
So
I
how
mean,
many calls
it's
per
hard.
day? How many calls per day?
I don't track that.
My people do at least 2,000 calls a day. One cold caller, 2,000. I track.
Yeah, but like
I track
it
that.
just it's so dependent on lists and stuff that like if
And
they're
how
calling.
good your skip tracing is as well.
Yeah,
The
it's just
contact
it's
rate.
so list. It's and like we call every single phone number. So when you skip trace a record, sometimes you'll get like 5 phone numbers, 10 phone numbers. I call all 10 of them.
Nope, I don't.
Yeah, I call all 10 of them. So like my contact rate might be a little lower than yours. My contact rate sits around like 7% on average, but it's fine.
I call the first 2.
I get one deal calling the 10th phone number. It's worth it.
You know why I don't call all 10 numbers? Because my VAs get frustrated when they say, wrong number, wrong number. Oh, that's my cousin's house. So I only call the first 2 columns. I get rid of all the others, 90% ratio. I track the wrong numbers too. Out of those 2,000 calls a day, I get 4 wrong numbers. I track that.
Yeah, we check that too.
And I pay 3 cents a record for my skip
This is
trace.
2,000 calls on a dialer, right? So it's
3 cents.
Yeah, you gotta use a dialer, guys. Do not hand dial cold calls. 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 Don't use. I just made a TikTok about that.
Don't use a real phone number.
Do not hand it.
I got 17,000 views. I made a TikTok about
Why
that.
you
when
don't
you say
take that?
2,000 calls, you just.
Why not use your phone number?
You just call that.
Because then people could report you. Also, you could get your phone number tagged
So
spam
where
likely.
do you call from?
We pay for phone numbers. Guys, you gotta think of it as a business day one, right? Think of it as a business day one. Can you scale cold calling using your cell phone number? No, right? Can you scale cold calling, getting into the habit of using other phone numbers? Yes.
So you have a separate phone,
Yeah. No, well, we pay for phone numbers online.
but you're calling on from your.
We have 20 phone numbers. So like the dialer is set up so when it dials, let's say you 3. You get one phone number, you get one phone number, you get one phone number. You get one phone number, you get one phone number, you get one phone number, you get one phone number. It cycles through.
Do you keep your area code
Yes.
specific for the same?
So I was actually wondering, I'm calling Palm Beach now. I'm still using 954. What do you think about that?
561.
Yeah, I'm still using 954 calling Palm Beach. Maybe a mistake, I don't know.
Call 561.
But yeah, make sure you get the same area code.
Yeah, so like, a lot of this you're not micromanaging, because then you gotta take a Palm Beach list, and then you gotta set it up with Palm Beach phone numbers that rotate.
Yeah.
and use it. At what point do you think, the micromanaging doesn't really matter, it could just be made up by doing more volume, or like, because we do the same thing, you mail a postcard to Broward County, you put 954, you mail it to West Palm Beach, you put 561, but now you're dealing with like 3 different marketing projects in essence.
Yeah,
or-
I mean, that's just the cost of doing business, I guess. You know, I'm still using 954s calling Palm Beach, probably a mistake, but whatever.
Is there any data that actually makes a difference? Like, is that just like, people do it because they're hoping that it gives them better results? But is there any
I
data
don't know.
If you-
Rich would know that better than
I'll
me.
tell you, if you use the area code, when I call Jacksonville, I use Jacksonville area code.
Yeah.
When I call Fort Pierce, I use 772.
Okay.
I
If
feel like
some-
you
if
might
somebody
be,
called, chances are, I'm not trying to.
you might be able to get away with a 954 in Palm Beach just because it's so close.
It's
But yeah,
close.
954 in Jacksonville definitely would
But
be
everybody in this room, you get a call from a number you don't know. Are you gonna answer it? 9 out of 10 people don't.
So you break your campaigns down by county or by area, basically?
I change my phone numbers every 4 days. And why do I do that? It costs me a ton of money, but I found out that they get flagged for spam because I do 2,000 calls a day.
Right.
So each one of my callers gets 20 fresh numbers every 4 days.
But-
And my KPI is shot
So you
skyrocket.
break it down by county, so you have like a Palm Beach absentee list, and that gets the Palm Beach.
I track the list like Alec does. My Jacksonville list, I compare that to my absentee. How many outbound, how many inbound, how many wrong numbers, how many leads did I get, how many hours, how many calls per hour?
Right.
And I use the area code for that city.
Do you use batch as well, Tyler?
I did use Batch, I use Mojo, I
It
use
gets really
Phone
expensive
Burner,
when you
I
put
love
these
call
numbers.
tools. But this is not about me, Alex got the stage, you can talk to me after the meeting. I don't
Call
want you
tools
to
is
serve
good.
Alex.
Any other questions? I feel like we're kind of wrapping up right now, right? You can
Talk to me
kind
after the meeting.
of. Any other questions, guys? Social media, wholesaling, delegation,
Are
what's
you
up?
comping all your own deals or you have?
My VAs kind of have like a good grasp on comping, but yeah, I mean, if they need help, like I usually comp them out.
Do your VA send contracts?
No. My VAs don't do closings yet. Agenda.
What's your HR process like? So you put it out on Upwork, you get 20 people who say, I wanna be a acquisitions person for you. How do you interview 20 people?
No, I pay a staffing agency, and I pay them like $500 to $1,000, and they do that for me. They send me the qualified applicants that meet what I'm looking for. Just makes more sense, bro.
And then you just go right into training, like welcome.
I basically hire them on that. Yeah, they send me all the interviews, and I basically hire them based off of that.
Will
Yeah.
they record the
If
interview?
you guys want me to send you the virtual assistant agency I use, text me. I can definitely get that over to you. But it's gonna be around $1,000, $500 to $1,000. But like, what's your time worth, bro? Like
Per referral they send you?
per an agent that you hire. Yeah.
Okay. And what if they don't work out? What if like week one?
There's a 90-day warranty with that company.
Okay.
Yeah, I've fired a VA before, and they gave me a new one.
Okay.
Yeah. Anything else, guys? What's up, bro?
What's up, bro? You said you hired a cold caller first, so,
Yep.
you continued to do the admin, while you had the one cold caller?
Yeah, I did mostly follow-up and admin, yeah. As soon as I hired my first cold caller, I never cold called again.
Did your cold caller ever touch your data, or does?
No, my I like checks and balances, right? Government runs on checks and balances, so does my business. Cold caller is cold call,
Right.
right? Lead manager, lead manages. Admins.
So you like recycling the lists and like uploading them to that?
I do that. I'm training my Indian VA, my admin VA to do that now, but yeah, I still do that.
You still do the recycling the list for the cold?
Yeah, I still like put in new list to dial. Yeah, yeah, I do
How do
that.
you format the list? Like, the way I used to do is you get it all in a crazy format, and then you have to send it to somebody who knows how to use it.
Bro, that's why I love Batch, right? Because I use Batch leads and Batch dialer, and like I use Batch leads for all my lead management, right? So every single lead is in Batch leads. I have skip trace record of every single house in Broward. Like if you own a house in Broward, like I have cold called my dad before. I actually cold called, like my VA actually cold called my dad before.
So it was in the format that they needed in already.
Yeah, so like batch leads is cool because batch leads, I use that for all my lead management. And then there's just a button that says push list, right? You put the list you want, push list or batch dialer. And then it just pushes it. I don't do anything. It's so convenient. That make sense?
Yeah.
Very convenient.
And then that syncs into your CRM, so it has their address.
It doesn't sync into my CRM. It syncs, yes, it's from batch dialer to my CRM, yes.
Awesome.
But nothing goes from batch leads to my CRM, right? Because it gets filtered. I like to think of like wholesaling as like an hourglass, right? So you have like an hourglass, and it goes like in, right? But then it cuts off at the bottom, right? So we're pouring the leads into the top of it, right? We're pouring the leads into the top, and then I have my VAs sitting at the bottom, filtering out the sand, right? Filtering out the leads. And the only ones that drop to the bottom are leads. And those go in my CRM.
And batch has the disposition buttons within the dialer?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. Bro, I can help you out, let me know. I'll help you out. Any other questions, guys? Was this good?
Yeah.
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 Was it?